Sure, crafting your own deer sausage can be an incredibly rewarding experience. Once you get the knack for it, you might wonder why you ever paid someone else to do it. My go-to deer sausage recipe. Making your own sausage is more of an art than a science, but here's a solid foundation for you to start with. 5 pounds. Venison, 2 pounds. Pork fat. Pig fat is generally better than tallow for sausage making. 3 tablespoons of salt, 1 tablespoon black pepper, 1 tablespoon sage, 1 teaspoon garlic powder, 1 teaspoon onion powder, 1/2 teaspoon cayenne pepper, optional for a kick. 1 cup ice water. The pork fat is essential here. It's going to give you that perfect blend of lean from the deer and the moisture from the fat. Tallow can be used, but it's harder at room temperature and may not provide the same juiciness or texture as pork fat, so I lean towards pork fat. Steps. 1. Start by grinding your venison and pork fat. If you don't have a meat grinder, a food processor can work in a pinch. You're looking for a fine grind on the venison and a coarser grind on the fat. 2. Combine these in a large bowl, mixing the spices in evenly. This is key. No one wants a sausage that is all bland in one bite, and then a spice bomb in the next. 3. Introduce the ice water. The cold helps keep the fat from smearing, which can ruin the texture of your sausage. 4. Once it's all mixed up, fry a small patty in a pan to make sure your seasoning is right. This is your moment to adjust. More salt? More sage? Now's the time. 5. Stuff your sausage into casings or make into patties. If you're new to stuffing sausages, take your time. It's like trying to put a sleeping bag back into its case. Frustrating, but it will fit if you're patient. 6. You'll need to cure them based on your preference. You can smoke, refrigerate for a few days, which some say enhances the flavor, or even freeze if you're not planning on cooking them soon. 7. Cook them up when you're ready. Always ensure they reach an internal temperature of 160 degree F to be safe. Living in Portland, Oregon, I've found there's a strong community of DIYers and food enthusiasts. So if you need local advice or special ingredients, there's usually someone nearby to trade secrets with. Embrace the process. The first batch might not be perfect, but the satisfaction of making your own will keep you coming back for more. Enjoy your foray into home-cured meats and the wonderful journey of artisanal food craftsmanship ahead.